Hey guys, this is Wi-Fi Battler here, and today I'm doing a different kind of video. I had one of my friends, Enderwolf5555, he suggested that I do a tutorial on the editor that I use for my videos, because he wants to start doing YouTube as well, and there's a series that we are going to start soon. A bunch of my friends who also do YouTube. It's just going to be exclusively the YouTubers, and we're all going to kind of like record and upload episodes of this. And he wants to be a part of that, and so he needs to know how to like edit videos, because right now all he does is like raw, uncut footage. So what I use Hitfilm, and you can see it right there. It's highlighted here. But at least when I first downloaded on Windows 10, and he has the same issue, I'm assuming it's like a Windows 10 universal thing. So you press the Windows button at the bottom left here, and then you can scroll down through your applications until you go to H, and then under H there's a folder, Hitfilm Express. That will open Hitfilm Express here. You can just click to open that, and then you wait for it to load. Alright, here we are. Oh crap, okay. I would not like to do that. So here we are, this is just the home screen. These are just add-on packs that you can buy, because this is the Express version, this is free. And I will link the download page to the description for anyone that wants to download this that doesn't have it already. Obviously, I'm not doing any of these crazy things, and this is the cool part about Hitfilm. Even on their website here, they've just got all kinds of different videos for tutorials, but this is a basics tutorial. So what we're going to do, we're going to go up here, click New. And it's just going to give you a bunch of random, well, not random, but just these base results here, 1080p video, 5-minute duration, 25 FPS. We can change that along the way as we actually go through with the editing of this. So we'll just do this, and it's going to sit here for a little bit as it loads. Here we go. Now, at first, this probably looks very intimidating, but I can assure you it's actually very easy to use once you get into it, because pretty much all video editors have like the same kind of, not the exact same like layout, but the same general idea. So once you get the idea of one, you can really find out any one. So up here you can get your file, so you can open stuff, save your projects, which we'll get to later, your edit, which once we actually have media imported, we can actually do stuff with that. You can view the different things that you have, and then there's help, obviously. Then down here we go to media, which is already selected. We want to import media. Then I'm just going to go to videos, and since I've got some unedited, what is this here? Oh yes, that's the file that's recording right now. I've got this random file here. Let's just open this. This is from a video I did a couple months ago. So now, as you can see, once we uploaded that, it's put into here, and then we can click and drag this over to the timeline here. Now here it says, it's just saying that for this clip, I believe I recorded this in 720p, but it's currently set to 1080p. So it's just asking us if we want to change these settings so that it's equal to what this video is like. And I'm going to say yes to that. And now, as you can see here, we have video 1, audio 1. It basically puts both of them in the same spot. Now this video actually doesn't have audio to it. And if you click on this white head here, you can drag it along. Oh, obviously I don't know why, it's kind of glitchy on some of my videos for some reason. I don't know why, it kind of has that weird glitchy effect. But once you start actually playing it, it's fine, kind of. Once it actually exports, it's fine, it doesn't do that. But basically, what you can do, here you've got your drag tool, which you can just kind of drag it along. Here you've got your cut tool, or slice tool rather, and I would actually suggest you trying to memorize these quick key commands because they're just really helpful. Like I can just press the C key and now I can like hover over this and just cut some parts of the clip out that I would not like. So if I don't want some of this, I can cut that out. So I can do that, remove this, and then I can drag this out of my way, click and drag this over, as well as this and this. So that's just a really quick summary of how to like chop up your footage. But if you want to like add other types of footage in and have different things playing on top of each other, I will import some media to do that. Let's import this thing right here, and then what we can do is click and drag, set that at the end, or we could set it at the beginning, but that would actually cut into that. So I would, if you accidentally do something that you don't want to do like that, you can press Ctrl Z and it will undo it. So actually what I'm going to do here, insert track, so now we have 2 videos here. So we click and drag this, and now it's currently on top of this layer. What we can actually do is go up into this preview box. This is just the base video here on the left. Like this is unedited, nothing's changed with it. This here is the editor. So you can move it around, you can see the other super glitchy video in the background. And what you can do, excuse me, click and drag on the sides and decrease the size of it. You can put that up in the corner to play as this goes through. So what we can do is something like that. And now you've got 2 videos playing at once. This would be really helpful if you'd like to do some kind of webcam up in the corner. Although you could actually do that through OBS too. If you'd like me to show you a tutorial on that, then be sure to tell me in the comments section below. I can do a tutorial on that too. But for now, since we have that, we should actually add some audio. And as you can see, it automatically creates another audio track too when you create another video. So if I added a video 3, it would add an audio 3, so on and so forth. So I will insert another audio track. Now the thing about audio tracks, it doesn't create another video track when you create another audio. So we can just add media, get some definitely not copyrighted music out of here. Actually, this is not copyrighted, this is on NCS, and it's going to conform the audio, load up, and then we go into here, and this is probably going, yep, that's very loud, so let's bring that down. Yes, there's actually a drag bar here. This increases and decreases the volume. This is 0 volume, -60, as you can see in the numbers right there. And if we drag it the whole way up, it goes to +12, which is extremely loud. We do not want that. I typically like to bring it to -16. That's just where I like it to be. So then we can play the video here, and both of them are super glitchy for whatever reason. And as you can see, we've got music. We've got these 2 videos playing as well. So then we're going to pause. And as you can see here, there's also a slide bar in the videos. This says 100 here. This is actually the opacity. So this makes it more transparent or less transparent. This is 0% transparency, or yes, and then this is 100% where you can't even see it at all. So we just want to bring it the whole way up right now because we don't want it to be see-through kind of. So next step on the agenda, let's see, we can probably add some kind of effect because you might want to add something special to your clips. You know, if you let's just cut off a bit of this, go here, press C, click that button, click V to actually go back to your clicking instead of the cut tool. You can see selection tool V, right click on this, go to remove, delete that. I'm going to go into the effects tab. I'll just do an audio effect. Select the drop down, fade, drag this over, go to the end of the clip right there, and select that, so that if I were to go over top of this and it's currently lagging, it doesn't want to. So it just kind of fades out right at the end there. So, other kinds of effects include, there's a lot of video effects you can use. Like a lot of these are like super high quality stuff. A lot of these are add-ons. Like you'd have to buy a lot of these, but frankly, I don't use any of these. I mean, I can use blurs sometimes. Let's get a video in here that's actually like, that doesn't glitch out like this, because this is very annoying for me. We can go to media, import media, go to videos. Let's go to let's go, yeah, this is an old thing that I did. This hopefully is not going to glitch out on me. Currently conforming all the stuff because it's a longer video, so it takes a little bit of time to do that. And here we go. I want that to be on video 1, so I'll drag it down there. Oh yes, and now that I'm remembering, here, this blue bar, this is how long your video will actually last. So even if you have content that goes like out here to 15 minutes, this blue bar only goes to 5, so that's where the video cuts off when you go to export it. So what we want to do, click and drag this to as far as you want. We'll just drag it to around the end of that. And so we can go through this video, and it's doing the same glitch effect. I don't know why. What is this? I really don't know what this glitch effect is, and it's quite annoying because it happens in some videos and doesn't happen in others. Oh, and here's something else. I'm talking at the speed of light here. I'll try to slow down a bit. So, as you can see, it doesn't go full screen. You could just click and drag like that to do that, but a bit of a quicker method, go to transform, fit to frame, and now you can see it in all of its nice and glitchy glory, because literally it refuses to show any other screen than that. See, I don't know if it's a problem with MP4 files specifically in this software, because like I'm not entirely sure, but my intro and outro, are these MP4? Yes, these are also MP4s. I really don't know what the issue is with this, but I can assure you when it actually exports, as you can see like from my uploads, it doesn't actually do this. So then there's like all these different things, controls, history. History is just all the things you've done. You can go back and restore to an area if you did a bunch of stuff that you realize you don't want. You can add text to your videos, which I will show you right now. What we can do, we can go here, make a composite shot, name it just whatever you want. Template custom, same duration as the original video. And what a composite shot is, basically, it's where you can do all those cool edits that you see in the YouTube videos. So if we go to the side here, translate, I don't even know what this is, I'm assuming it translates text between languages. I don't really know, I wouldn't really use that. Text here, just click on an area. This is just some random text for this video. Yep. And then you can go here and drag it around, and this is where the text area comes into play. So if we go back to text, we select all this, we can change the font type, so I'll change it to Gabriola, which is very small. So what I want to do is click on the font size, just drag up until I get a size that I like. Then I can go here and drag it back over. But what I can actually do is transform, I can center the frame and then just use these arrows here. This just makes it so perfectly left and right movement. This is perfect up and down movement. So you can just move it up and down. And there you go. This is just some very basic stuff. But if we would want to do something more with like images and doing some kind of special thing, let's just go through this random list of crap that I've got screenshots for. I can drag this screenshot into here, put this on the top. If these are the different layers, these things, the higher up it is, the more priority it has. So if we put the text up here, it will have priority above this image, but I want the image to be at the top, so let's do that. Then what I can do is press this drop down arrow. You can add effects and masks to this, but you already saw kind of like the effects tab. You can add blurs and stuff, so we can add a blur effect to this, so it's now much blurrier than it is in the original image. And then what we can do also is click the transform button. This is what I use most of the time here, is this transform button. Excuse me. So you can change the scale of the image there directly, but you can do that here. Now, what you can do is actually make kind of an animation. So if we have this here, and you want it to like just move across the screen, what we can do is something along the lines of this. Just have it set there. And then what we do is click this here, position. This creates like kind of like a timestamp kind of effect. So we've got a sequence of time here, as you can see from this bar here. This is the very start of this thing, and it's just going to be like that for the entire time right now because I have not changed it at all. This is a set point, and you can have 2 set points per like animation, I guess is what you would call it. It's kind of hard to explain, but then if we were to go drag it over to a minute and we were to go ahead and click and drag this over here, as you can see there's this arrow that comes across this dotted line, and that shows you where the thing will move. So as you can see, over the course of this clip, it will now slowly move over. Now you can make that very quickly move over if we were to go something like that. So if you wanted to really, well, even that is pretty slow. If we wanted to have a pretty quick effect, we could do something like that, then it moves across the screen. And this is still quite basic stuff, and then we could also have the scale change here. Scale here 97%. Then we would go, as it goes across here, maybe at 30 seconds, it goes up to 400%, let's say. So you can just kind of do that same process, and it just plays the animation through. And these are some... Okay, these are called keyframes, that's what they're called. Okay, I'm not very familiar with these specific commands here. You can go to different keyframes, you can have multiple keyframes set. You can add new layers of things to these. When you click on new layer, you can add a plane, which I believe that is... It's some special effects thing. There's a gradient, there's a camera, light, point. These are all like special effects for like if you want to do like some kind of special video editing. That is some very high, like not extremely high, but pretty advanced stuff. There are a lot more tutorials on YouTube for more in-depth things like that. I'm personally not into that kind of thing, so... and then once you... Let's say that this is our video, and this is what we wanted for a clip, and it is currently not here, for whatever reason. Here is our thing here. Drag that into video 1. Then we see here, we've got the music playing here to this. Oh yes, down at the bottom here, timeline scale. We can zoom in really far, so this is by the second now, so if you want to do some really fine-tuned editing, you can do that. Scroll out here. Yeah, and so we've got our music. We've got our nice composite shot, and then if, let's say that this video is finished, actually let's zoom, well this is zoomed out pretty much the whole way. If we were to go ahead, this is not normal. Huh, okay. So why would it not want me to do this? So what we can do, you can just click the export button, or you could go up here, export content, so I'll do it from there. We can just saying that it's got everything that's going to be added to this. So then here we have our editor, YouTube 1080p. Now you can also set this to all these different types of files, but let's just do YouTube 1080p. Then what we can do is we can click this here, click the Start Exporting button, and that will start to export our clip. And it will take a certain amount of time, but I'm actually going to suspend the export because I would not like it to actually go through because I don't want it to. And yeah, that's a basic tutorial on how to use Hitfilm. I still do not know why it decided to act all funky with me, and some of these things are kind of glitchy, but you know, that's Hitfilm for you. It works. It really does. It's free. You can buy the premium version if you want all the super fancy special effects, but if you just want something you can cut up your video a bit and adds a little bit of like an intro and an outro, you want some of that kind of stuff, then this is it's a pretty good software. I don't know if it's my computer specifically that it really sucks with, but it's really not bad. So if you guys enjoyed this video and you would like to see some more tutorials such as this in the future, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, keep practicing, battlers. Peace out.